We went public.
Yes, I would have liked for you to get me a coffee and stuff.
I would have loved that, and I could have totally done that.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Hi.
I have really fast. I'm skipping right now, so I have to come get my clothes really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
But hey.
Hi.
You're fine.
You're going to the thing, the cheer?
I am just going to add it here. How do I edit this? Oh, I was already doing it. Now put in Discord. What time's your appointment?
1.
1. Okay, cool.
I figure we can just do this till 12:30, and that will give us time.
Yeah.
Or not even. We can do it till 45 minutes. So everyone has a nice time.
Okay. So it should be trickling in.
Might not be many people on a Tuesday.
Maybe.
Tuesday at 11:30.
I'll also add them.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
We
We got one.
got one. I'm just gonna fill up my water. Do you want me to fill up your water?
Sure. Sounds good.
Tuesday.
Hello.
It's Tuesday.
Is it? Oh, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. Hey. Hello. Heyo. What's up, everybody? Sorry, we're a couple minutes late. We were just getting off of doing an interview, and it was a long one.
And I said we gotta go
Oh, did you get it at Hot Topic too?
to see our boys.
To see our friends.
Oh, there's a couple of you that came. That's so
Yes.
nice. Yeah, I figured that it was like, it's weird. We just can't do any nighttime ones right now because tomorrow night we're flying. Last night, my mouth was numb from the dentist. And then tonight, my mouth is going to be numb from the dentist because I have to go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing
I'll
like,
be right
I'm not dying or anything. It's just, last week in Los Angeles, my filling that I had here fell out when I was eating. And a soft taco, which sucked. And it was on the way to like a fancy meeting. And so I felt like that was really thrown off. So then my stepmom, I was coming to Alabama anyway to visit. And then my stepmom, so she made me a dentist appointment for yesterday and to get it fixed. So they injected my gums so I couldn't talk. And they fixed it. And it looks great. But then they realized that you can honestly see it on screen. This tooth is like completely cracked through and it's like thin as paper and it's disgusting. Look, and you see like so under it, behind it, it's like I'm like scared to eat or touch anything. So I have to, so they were nice enough. They couldn't do it yesterday. There was no time, but they were nice enough to get me back in today at 1. So that's why we had to move this again. So the first time we had to move it was because we stayed in Los Angeles for an extra day last minute the day before because we got a last minute photo shoot thing that we had to do. And it was cool. But what I was really mad about? I had treated myself to Comfort Plus seats on Delta.
Yeah.
As a surprise to Michael. I was like, Michael, I got us Comfort Plus. And then we had to change our flight. Guess what? You don't get your money back for the Comfort Plus.
You can't transfer them.
So I'm never doing that again.
I also realized now that most people are going to be at work while this is happening. So apologies for the weird time, but
well, we can save this.
Yeah. The link will always be up. But
so you guys have questions, and then did anyone ask questions in the comments?
They did, yeah.
So we'll answer those. Why don't we get if you guys don't mind, why don't we get let's get their questions out of the way first because they might have to leave.
We can do it in reverse.
You know what I
Let's
mean?
do that.
And then so those of you that aren't here, you'll go more towards the end of this stream to find your question.
Yeah, I guess the stream is very Europe friendly for sure.
Yeah. So it works out.
For the first time.
So yeah, the dentist thing's gonna be fine. It's just I'm again not gonna be able to talk or anything on this side of my mouth now. It's only gonna take like a half hour. But I don't have big gaps in my teeth anymore. They look good. Michael's gonna rig up the questions, but yeah, let's get you guys get some questions in first. Yeah, the taco was good. It was amazing. It was a vegan taco place on Melrose called like Tacos Tu Madre or something, and it was delicious. Let's see. So if you guys have any questions for us,
I was just checking in to see
I used to
what's
go,
happening with that link for the vinyl and shit.
oh yeah, is that going up?
Oh shit, I got confused. Sorry, because it's 11:30 here. So we're good. It is going out.
So
at
their
11
vinyl link.
Yeah, 11 a.m. PST.
Okay, guys. So those of you that want the vinyl, all that stuff, did you hear that? The Patreons are getting first access to it. We just got confused because we're 2 hours ahead of where we normally live right now. At 11 a.m. PST post time.
Yeah.
That shit is popping off on the Patreons. Check back for the link there.
Mem asked what our favorite part of the cruise was. For me, playing Constance outside during sunset
While on the boat.
while on the boat. I don't think I'll ever forget that.
It got you teared up a little, didn't it?
It got me.
It got
you.
For me, it just in general, just like meeting all of the people that liked our band.
That too.
Because even when we did briefly do some shows this year and festivals, we had to stay away from all our fans. Even when we did our Q&A thing in Los Angeles, like we had to stay away from everyone. And not because like I'm not scared of that. I we're all fully vaccinated. I'm not scared of getting COVID and dying. It's just that if I get it, I have to cancel everything, all the stuff that we're doing. So I'm just being like very, very cautious about it. So on that cruise, everyone that went on there was tested and then tested and fully vaxxed and then tested again before you took a test and then they cleared you and then you walked on. So it felt so like freeing.
Yeah,
totally. Like to hug people and just all this stuff. We've never gotten to hug our fans.
There was no separation between artist and like
no, that was crazy.
The GA, you know what I mean? So it was like we had like a small artist area that had like a small amount of food and like waters and stuff that you could go to and all the artists could mingle or whatever. But like to go to and from anything, everybody was in the way. So like for instance, when we played the inside stage, the small inside stage, usually on
the Starbucks stage.
Yeah, most of the cruises, like the Starbucks is not put right side stage, but like literally on this one,
you have to
like
see. I don't have a picture of it, but you have to see a picture of it.
I have my in-ears in, I have my guitar on, and I'm standing there, and like some lady walked up to me, like this is how stupid it was. Like she walks up to me, she taps me on the shoulder, she goes, "Are you in line?" And I went, "No, I'm not in line." And she went, "Oh, okay," and then walked around me and ordered Starbucks. Sometimes like while we like the two times that we played it, the first time it was like prime times, like coffee hour. So there was like 20 people lined up while we were like stretching and like getting ready to go play. That was funny. But yeah, the whole no separation between artists and GA was definitely
they were all the Coheed and Cambria
really
fans
awesome.
Were really cool. They were all like they were what I thought they would be. That's like very chill people.
They were awesome. Yeah.
So we weren't like creeped out by any of them or anything. It just was, after the drinks are flowing and everyone starts getting a little bit more familiar with you, and you're like, I need to go room because I can't like be talking all night to people.
Everyone was super chill, thankfully. There wasn't any issues.
No, everyone we met was so cool.
Yeah. It just kind of got like near the end of it, it got to the point where like we would have a quick 5-minute thing that we'd have to go do like an errand, and it would take like 35 minutes because everybody was just stopping Courtney, But yeah,
I got blue hair.
They
all see me.
But it's you know, it was awesome. It was like being in a time warp, you know. It was like a pre-pandemic
It was so
festival
great.
or
We
something,
met some really awesome people there that were, I think, will be fans of our band and come watch us at other shows. There was a patron on the cruise.
There was. It was awesome. After playing all these shows, what's your favorite song to play live currently? I think "Circle with Me" is mine.
Yeah, it checks off all the boxes for me. That like it makes me feel really cool. Some parts are easy to sing. Some parts are really hard to sing.
Blessed Be as well.
Blessed Be is really cool.
Just because of the break. And just watching people like crowd surf slowly during that like ominous part.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me, like whenever we play these type of festivals, like now in the last little bit, it's like all these people during this. We have a break in Blessed Be where there's just like a low end pulse, and then like you know the extended version of it, and so it's just like kind of a chill part, and all you see are these people just like crowd surfing towards you slowly. They're just slowly being pushed to the front. It's really funny to me to watch.
Yeah, I think I like Circle with Me the best because there's like a forced call and response because I drop out. So I'm like, someone please help me sing. And when they sing along with me, it's really cool.
Feels crazy. Yeah.
Sunkiller is fun too, but we've only played it 3 times. Yeah. And 2 of the 3 times we had technical difficulties during it, which pissed us the fuck off.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, the first time we're playing this is
great,
awesome.
Awesome. And then the second time was great, and then the third time was also bad technical difficulties. Just it wasn't like that song, it was just that it's the first song of our set.
Having all that gear on the boat definitely is trial and error.
Yeah, but it was awesome though, and when it did work that night that song worked, I was like, hell yeah.
You went to some shows recently, like Knotfest and the AVA show. Did you go to any others, and which were your favorite? I think we didn't go to any others, but it was just me that went to Angels. But
it was when I had the photo shoot.
So I went and took that opportunity because I'm a huge Angels and Airways fan, and incredible. But Knotfest was something else. Like there's something to be said about watching some of the best metal bands on the planet in a big stadium, just killing it.
They just get better with age instead of more bad and shot with age. Like they are so like the charisma that they have, but then also like so extremely proficient and talented.
Yeah.
It was mind blowing.
Corey is just like a magnet.
Yeah, I could listen to him. I usually hate when singers like stop the show and then talk like wrestlers for like 10 minutes. I could have listened to Corey read the fucking phone book. He was just everything he said. It was so engaging, and it created such a great energy for and positive, fun energy for the crowd when it was appropriate, and then like a really cool angsty energy for the crowd when it was appropriate. And he's a master. But they were just all incredible musicians. And we saw Bring Me the Horizon too, and their set was really cool.
They were great. Did you listen to the new Limp Bizkit album? Yes, I did. I have to sit with it longer. I think I was expecting something different, and that's okay. But I'm glad that they put out a record, and I'm glad that they're still pushing in 2021. And yeah, you know, I think it's going to be interesting to see what 2022 holds for them when they start performing again.
Maybe we'll cross paths again someday.
That would be interesting if that happened, but I don't think that is going to happen. Me. And also, I don't think that they would remember. Okay.
Hey, remember me? I'm the girl with the blue hair.
Remember me? Any chance we'll get any teasers or sneak peeks on what the tour set list might be? I guess that's depending on if you guys have decided on it or not.
I have no clue. Yeah. First things first is, do we sound good playing the songs we want to play?
Well, this ties into Ryan's question too. He says, a lot of us haven't heard you guys live and would love to hear a couple deep cuts from 2017 on the upcoming tour. Do you guys know if you have a chance to play some? So the thing about this is that We have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we just put out Eternal Blue. So it's hard to balance old and new. And, it's weird for us too, because it's not like we intentionally never went out and toured the old stuff. There wasn't an opportunity that made sense to. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of songs that we've never played, and even now there's a lot of songs that we've never played off of Eternal Blue too, even practicing.
But we've played like Mara Effect 1 through 3 and Beauty of Suffering.
We played
live,
but like 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not really that fun, guys. It's like it would be fun and like if it was a headliner set for us, but
If
it's
we
not
had
fun.
if
as
we had an
opening
hour,
band.
if we had an hour, yeah, that would make a lot of sense for sure. But half an hour, Mara 3 or those songs, it just doesn't really.
It's not the energy that I want to bring on
No.
this specific tour. I want to. My goal on the Under Oath ETID tour is to be remembered because we're the first ones going on, and people are about to get their faces rocked off by ETID and Under Oath. And my goal is I want to wake the people up. Like I want to come out and just like slap them in the face and be like, you're at an ETID and Under Oath show, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we're probably going to come out with more like energetic songs because again, we only ever are going to have the chance to play like 5 songs. So we have to be very strategic of what 5 songs we pick.
It's hard. There's obviously songs that I would love to play, but we have to be strategic.
Yeah, I really want to play the Mara Effect Part 3 again really soon. But our old songs are all so long.
They're really
It makes it so that we can't squeeze in an extra song.
Yeah.
We'd have to just like end our set early or like jam for 3 minutes or something.
Will there be a vlog from the cruise?
Yeah.
Yep.
And this one will have professional footage in it too, because I just shot my normal footage, and Alex Bemis, who was with us on the cruise, he shot a bunch of stuff for us too.
What's the current fave of the new Lifeforms album? I'd probably say Rebel Girl, to be honest with you. I think it's a great song. They were so entertaining live too, and their light show was crazy. At one point, Tom had a spotlight on him that looked like he was being beamed up by a UFO.
Michael showed me a picture. It was really cool.
It looked nuts. But yeah, it was a great show, and I think that new record's really, really awesome.
Look, Mems was gonna go on the cruise. You would have liked it.
Yeah, I wish some of the patrons would have been able to have come.
You would have liked it, but a cruise is like just a big commitment. Like you're just stuck on that boat for. There'll be other cool.
Oh, Steve said sat behind the band during the pool deck. Awesome experience.
Oh, yeah, awesome. There, cool.
That's great. Yeah, that was a wild show for sure. That outside show was crazy. Are y'all currently back home on the island? No, we're actually visiting family in the States still.
Yeah, because we have an hour flight from here where my dad lives to Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah.
So we were out in Los Angeles. So instead of just staying there, it's like wasting money, killing time. We're like, let's just go hang out with my dad, and then we can get on the right time zone, or like closer to the right time zone when we play. Because otherwise, when we play Rockville, it's gonna feel like we're playing at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Time, which is my worst nightmare.
Yeah, that would suck. Any plans to tour the UK?
Yeah,
we're playing some UK shows next.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the fests.
Yeah,
and then we're working on being an opening band on a really big tour.
Yeah.
Like a rock guy tour. But all those things are not set in stone. We're the opening band, so we're always going to be the last to know.
Mm-hmm.
First they got to figure out their routing and stuff, and then they'll let us know if they have time for us. So we'll let you guys know if we do. I hope so. That would be in the fall and the winter.
Mike Stringer, Neural DSP plugin win. I don't know.
No one's ever said anything to you about it.
No one's ever talked to me about it.
Yeah, so it's not like they're going, "Oh, likely. Mike, please, we'll do anything." Like no one's ever reached out to him.
It's not likely, and that's fine. I love their stuff, but yeah, I mean, it would be an awesome opportunity. It would be a great thing for us for sure. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Call me.
Give me a shout. Well, whatever 5 you play, Mem and I will be there going off. Hell yeah. That's going to be awesome. We're really excited for that tour.
Oh, it's gonna be really hard work, but it's gonna be fun because the
Mhm.
metalcore bands, we tour to make money.
Yeah.
We do not take days off because a day off is a day of money lost. So
Yeah.
like those guys, it's crazy. They've been doing it for so long. They're older than us, and they just like whoop our asses and like in touring. Like they just are unstoppable.
What shampoo do you use to keep the blue vibrant?
Just color shampoo. Like I don't freshen up the blue in the shower or anything. It stains too much. I just wash my hair like normal and let it fade out. It's just so dark blue that like it takes so long to fade out. So I just use normal color safe shampoo. Normally at home I use Olaplex because I have, all if your hair is this color under there, it's blonde, right? It's that light. And so I use that to help not have my hair break off because it's just been damaged from bleaching it so much. But then right now on the road, I mean, I'm just using whatever I can grab from a nice salon, just in a travel size. I just got some Bumble and Bumble Sunday shampoo for people like me that only wash their hair once a week. Because I only wash my hair like once a week. I'm very stinky.
I see a blue guitar behind you. Yeah, I got my blue sparkle and the red one. I was gonna bring the other blue one they made for me, but it's too fancy and I don't want it to get damaged because I never switch my guitar out. So
He's actually getting 2 new ones made that are more like not such crazy custom paint jobs to just keep in the States because we're just like so stressed out traveling around with that thing because it's one of a kind. And if it gets broken or lost, like we can't exactly ask them to make a new one.
Yeah, they're kind of one of a kind. Archetype Gojira or Mega Grano. I would say Gojira for sure. I have a lot better time dialing the Gojira plugin in versus the Grano one. The Grano one's great though, but yeah, the Gojira one's better. Mem says getting ready with the 3 Shinedown songs. I know, so that I'm ready for a rock show.
I wish.
I wish.
I wish. I'm waiting for the call.
Yeah. Rob says can't stay at work, but just wanted to say
Oh,
hey.
hi, Rob.
Hello. If Architects stayed at Rockville this Thursday, would Yellow Jacket with Sam have been a possibility?
It would have been something that I would have really wanted to do, but it would have taken a lot of work.
Yes.
And it would have been work that both of us would have had to have done not being in the same country. So it would have been like very tricky. But like if anyone could have pulled that off without practicing, it would have been Sam.
Definitely.
So I think we could have done that. It was in the back of my mind until I knew that they were going to push their stuff back. But until that happened, I was like, maybe.
I dyed my hair blue. Then the next week heard you guys for the first time. I kept the blue, obviously.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Blue heads unite.
Touring with instruments is tough. It is. It's very difficult. I'd rather, I mean, even these 2 new ones that they're making me, they're the raw models. So they're still, crazy expensive. But they're not as it's not as fragile as these like custom paint jobs, like it's just they're very special. And
the guitars themselves are very sturdy, but I just
TSA
die
is not.
I just die if someone like dings your
Oh
beautiful sparkling guitar.
What's the funniest fan interaction you've had now that you've met some people in person?
The guy that stopped me on the boat and he asked me to do a scream for him.
Yeah.
Right there on the boat, like when I was about to go to bed, and I just looked at it and I said, I'd rather jump off the boat.
He was nice. He just was like, how do you do it? How do you do it? Explain it to me. Do it for me now. Do it for me right now.
It's just this thing that
no.
There's 2 things that are the most annoying vocal thing that happen. Number 1 is when people are like, do a scream. Do a scream. Hey, do a scream. No, I don't want to fucking do a scream. Do a scream.
Yeah.
No. And I always say no because like that's just what am I, a freaking circus animal that you're gonna give me a treat after? And then also my other thing that now that I just put that vocal playthrough out there, I forgot about the one that I hate the most. Do you know what it is?
I'm sure I do, but
wow, imagine if like imagine if she was telling you to do the dishes or you didn't do your chores or something, and then like, oh man, imagine like coming home and she sees that you didn't clean something, like imagine getting in an argument with her. Oh, imagine if you were walking down the street and you tried to like grab her and she turned around and she just went yeah at you.
Yeah, I'm at 126. It's when you like stub your toe.
Yeah, it's like,
Huh.
no-
It's like when you like roll your ankle really hard.
Those
you know?
ones are fine because they're not like gendered, but I don't like the ones that are like, don't want to piss her off. Imagine her being your girlfriend and pissing her off. Can you imagine a guy version of that? Like me watching Will Ramos and being like, wouldn't want to piss him off. If he was my boyfriend, he'd scream in my fucking face. Like that's such a weird thing to say.
Could you imagine?
Can you imagine screaming in my fucking face?
It's weird because like I listen to this music all the time, but like, could you imagine?
Imagine. I'm like, yep, I am a lady.
Yeah.
I do the screen. That's right. Your only interaction with women is just them nagging you or
Doing the dishes.
weirdly enough, doing the dishes, or weirdly enough, you trying to accost them on the street.
Yeah.
You guys look at comments on any girl screamer stuff, you'll see it. It's so funny. Like, I wouldn't want to piss her off.
Right?
Wouldn't want to. Whoa! If I was her husband, wouldn't want to tell her to do the dishes.
Oh, it's so stupid.
You'll notice it more. It's so funny.
One sec. Out of all your guys' merch, which one is your favorite item?
Which one is that?
Rick.
Point it to me. I was.
Well, I just read it to you.
I know, but I looked down. I thought something bad happened.
What's your favorite merch
when Jason was like the time zones, but
no, that was my mistake.
Okay.
What's your favorite merch item?
The Eternal Blue hoodie that I actually didn't buy. That was Zev's, and I stole it from him for the show because
the death metal one.
Yeah, because I had a stain on my pants.
Yeah.
Or not a stain, a rip, like
You had a rip in your pants.
A rip on my pants. So I wore that hoodie, and I was like, "This looks cool," and it's advertising our album. So, and then I gave it back to Zev after it was stinky and from my sweat, and he took it back.
You just put it on.
Yeah, sniffed it.
Would Courtney ever give vocal lessons?
No, I don't. I will help people with screaming when I have figured out how to do it safely. I'm not there yet. I'm not. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any business giving lessons. And to be quite honest, I think there's a lot of vocalists that have no business giving lessons because at some point it's about safety, and you gotta. I don't want to navigate someone and have them doing it non-safely because you can really hurt yourself. So I'm still a student, in my opinion, and when I have figured it out, and I don't know how long it's going to take me, but once I've figured it out and I feel like I can consistently do a tour and not hurt my voice the way that I scream, I'll teach other people how to scream this way too.
YouTube needs to make dislikes visible in comments too, so we can go and dislike all those comments to help. Yeah, no kidding.
Wouldn't want to be trying to sneak into her house and burgle her diamonds, and then she sees me and then she goes, "Rawr."
This is so elaborate.
That's what they're like, Michael.
I know, trust me.
And it's like, why are you having fantasies about breaking into my fucking house, you freak?
Yeah. Let's see. Reading YouTube comments on any video with a female artist can be painful. So many awful people out there. Yeah, it's true.
I hate just as much like really, really vicious ones that are pro Spirit Box. Like if there's people like, "You're a fucking idiot. Spirit Box is the greatest band of all time. They're better than Mozart, and they're better than Beethoven, and they're better than Santa." And then I'm like, calm the fuck down. Like, I don't like those either. I like just neutral ones of being like, you're stupid.
You're
Just like a nice
dumb.
a conversation that's like mainly more calling out like the sexist elements.
What I love all the made up stuff in comments. That is
Yeah.
always stated as fact.
Oh my god, you guys, seriously, like I see that all the time.
It's
like,
crazy.
Like it'll be like, oh, Michael Stringer isn't as good as blah blah blah, and then someone else will come and be like, Michael Stringer and him are best friends, and Michael's like, I've never met that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that happens to us all. There are so many funny ones like that. What's another good one that's common? It's usually people just stating that we are best friends with people that we've never met. And basically anyone that you see in any comments who's like, I'm a good friend of the band. I'm like, I've known Courtney for a long time. I'll look at that name and I'll like go to their profile, look at them, and I go, I have no fucking clue who this man is. I've never seen this person in my life. I mean, I don't mean that I have not met them before. I probably have, but like, don't listen to any people that say that kind of stuff. But what's another good one that you see that people always say that's like a fact?
I mean, I don't know. It's just always wrong information. Always. No matter what. I don't think I've ever read a comment that was 100% true.
Even there's a thing that I see people really like. A guy did like a in-depth spirit box history thing. Most of it's wrong that he says.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Like all his timelines are all wrong.
The thing
it's
is
cool though. It's like it's a cool thing.
No, I mean like we appreciate when
You
people
did a
take the
really
time to
good
do
job.
that. But like a lot of the time, so much of it is based off of interviews. And like 75% of what is said in interviews, it's not actually word for word.
They don't let us see it before they print it. So they just print the wrong stuff.
They just print it.
And then they show us and we're like,
show it.
And then we were like, you guys wrote that we live in Vancouver when we don't. We live on Vancouver Island. And they go,
Like,
oh, okay.
Every time we've talked about Eternal Blue, it's rather I've seen that we recorded it at Dan's house in Joshua Tree. I've seen that your uncle built your vocal booth for you at the studio.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff. It's like, where is this even coming from?
I know where it comes from.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that like Zoom recording audio to then putting it to print is so when people make like, in-depth videos of like our history or whatever, it's kind of like, well, not a lot of this is true.
The one biggest thing on that one guy's that I saw was that he said, and then they got a grant from the government of Canada from Factor, and that's how they've been able to fund this band.
No.
But I got the grant from Factor for Eternal Blue, and I haven't completed that grant yet. So I haven't gotten anything yet, really. We got money for that one After the Burial tour, and that's it, because we haven't done anything. And we got reimbursed for some of our Holy Roller video, but that only cost like $1,000 total, like including like transportation. So that's it. I have to turn all that stuff in now that Eternal Blue is out to actually receive anything. But in that thing, it seemed like we made the band and then got on Factor, and then all the music you've ever heard from the band has been released by Factor, but it hasn't. None of it has yet because we haven't completed Factor.
I mean, we've seen that like we neglect Zeb and put him in a cage. We've seen that Bill writes all the music. We've seen just everything from like all ends of the spectrum. It's just never ending, really. It's just
which is fine. It's interesting though that people they state it as fact. Like they don't say, "Oh, I heard this." They go,
"Actually, guys, that's not true at all."
Michael is 4 feet tall.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Courtney is 23. I went to school with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am not. I'm old.
That's false. Let's see. Hey guys, I'm so happy to see you. I'm a French student at music industry and I'm preparing a master's thesis about girls in metal music. My question is about this. What issues or observations do you see about metal and women's involvement in this style of music over the past 10 or 20 years? P.S. You helped me so much during my depression and so many positive vibes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's so great. We're happy that you're doing better, and congrats on being in school. That's really amazing that you're working on your master's. I mean, I think that you can compare it so much to any field that any woman is in that's male dominated. There's hardly, to my knowledge, like in my experience, there isn't really a huge difference. The biggest difference is just that then in music, in entertainment, there's an aesthetic side that you don't, that isn't considered as marketable on the normal, normal, like a normie job, like if you're working in an office or something. But it is like, it's all still there. As a woman, you must look a certain way and present yourself a certain way to be thought of as a certain type of woman that needs to be hired. So the older I get, the more I feel like it's just like across the board, no matter what field you're in, if it's dominated by not your gender, whether you're, and same thing, if you're a guy and you're in a field dominated by women, you're going to have a different experience, but the majority of fields are dominated by guys. And so the field I'm in, I was just talking about this in the interview that I did. I just feel like I'm constantly being like negated. Like I'm constantly being, what's the word? Like picked at, like kind of like checked.
Sure.
Just like the weirdest, just stuff that my male counterparts don't have to deal with, just constantly calling out not calling out whether I'm good or not, like, but objectively saying that what they are hearing is good, but am I really doing it? Which is a thing that I think most of my guy friends don't have to really deal with and be questioned about. So I'm just like constantly being questioned. To the point where like it's extremely important to me that when I put out a playthrough video that we go there and we make sure that the audio that I tracked and the video, there is no delay. Because a lot of people are really bad at like syncing up the video and the audio.
Or a lot of people mime.
Well, a lot of people mime,
Yeah.
but now that we've started making our own playthrough videos over the years, and Michael is so good at matching up the vocal to the audio to the visual. I think a lot of people are also just very bad at, they are doing it live and then they're just really bad at like syncing it up. So it looks like they're lip syncing even though they're not.
Final Cut has an auto sync feature. I don't understand why people would have an issue with doing that.
We didn't know about that for a while though. We auto did it, remember?
Fair enough, but
so yeah, like stuff like that. It's just absolutely bizarre to me to like showcase a completely non-perfect performance and then have an issue be like that I'm not actually doing it. Because I'm like, you're seeing me do it. Like, what do you need to do? Is come pay, I'll fly
show me the
out.
stem. Show me the stem.
I'll fly you out and you stand in the room with me with my headphones on so you can hear me. Like, what is it going to take?
My favorite is always when people, because it's like you can never win. It's like, well, I can hear compression and reverb and EQ on this. It's not live. It's like, well, if you go to any show, everything's EQ'd to shit and has reverb and delay on it or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just done at front house. If you listen to any recording of anything, it's got that stuff on. And then if you were just to do a complete dry vocal take of your shit, people would be like, this sounds like shit.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know. It sounds like shit. That's not how I want that's not how I, as a singer, I would never just go out with a dry stink microphone.
It's crazy.
I like to have
too
reverb.
Many bedroom producers and musicians. It's crazy.
Or like, oh, so overproduced. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Well, sorry that I'm good.
I don't know what to tell you. Someone asked about the link for vinyl and merch. It's going up at 11 a.m. PST. So
it's 10:10 PST right now.
Yeah, so less than an hour.
And specifically, that's not, Jason didn't say that. He said an email is scheduled to the patrons.
It's going
and the
up, it's going
vinyl
up
will
too.
just be on the band homepage. So let the Discord people know. Like, that's what he said. Tell me now what the pepperman say.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Our chat on the side, it looks like it's in the Matrix.
That's weird.
Why'd that happen?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
That's weird.
Now we can't really see any of your questions. It's all like...
Is that happening to you guys too?
I'm taking a picture of that to show you.
Simulation. Weird.
This is what our chat looks like now.
I can't really refresh this.
And
either.
also for your own happiness, here's a picture of me. That was the second picture.
Shit, that's weird. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, now we can't really answer any of your questions.
If I refresh this, then it's just all going to go away. Let's see if I can.
Or take slow mode off.
What's that?
Okay, well
What?
they can see us.
Maybe I can pop this out. Let's see. Pop
Pop
out
out chat.
Okay, that made things way worse. Oh no.
Wait, what's that gonna be?
Let's see if I can go back into this. No, I just made that way worse. Sorry, guys.
Wait, let me show them now what it looks like.
I don't think we're even live anymore. This is crazy. Okay, we're gonna get off of this and we're gonna. Oh, wait.
This is what it looked like.
That made things so much worse. Why is this happening?
I don't know.
Look what happened when we did that. Oh my god. Okay, Mem says that we are live. Shit. Well, that sucks. Weird.
Well, we can.
What should we do? Should we?
Well, let's just answer the questions from the that people put on Patreon because we can see those.
Okay, but
this sucks. We just can't see all the nice stuff you're saying.
I know. 1 second.
Ooh, what if I get the link on my phone? I'll be able to see the chat.
It's all normal for everybody else.
So yeah, so let me go in there. Okay, I'm gonna log in. I've already figured it out.
Wait. Let's see.
I'm good. Behold. Oh.
And then you can just go on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now I have the chat on my phone. That's very funny.
That's hilarious. Okay. What did we miss?
We're all first of all us ladies just were talking mad shit on all the dumb bullshit we have to deal with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this dead bitch is an Imagine Guitar live takes having to be DI tracks. LMAO. He's everyone's laughing at us because we look like fucking idiots. They said, Rick, what did you do?
Okay.
I hacked Spirit. Fuck.
Oh.
We don't joke about that in this household.
No,
remember, because we got hacked by my dad's a lawyer guy.
My dad is a lawyer.
But now I don't see any more questions of you guys.
We're gonna go. Okay, why don't we go through the questions that were left on the link, and then we can go from there. So, first question, Ryan asks, might have been asked before, why is there 3 parts to the Mar effect? I always have the Spirit Box tunes in one folder on shuffle, and because it's random, I never hear all 3 parts in one shot, or even jumbled, or backwards. I hope you are laughing at this point.
It's like, why are there 3 parts?
Yeah.
You expected me to name 3 goddamn songs? Fuck that shit. Mara 1, Mara 2, Mara 3. You're welcome. They all go together.
Yeah, that's Courtney's department.
It's one song.
It's one long song.
But on Spotify, it's 4 things. But also,
don't have your goddamn iTunes on shuffle.
Yeah, don't have your dang iTunes on. I could barely hang on at that time. I was working at a coffee shop and someone spilled milk on me on my birthday when I turned 27 and it made me cry. I couldn't name songs.